Because I'm sure you've had this interview, I'm sure you've said it, but I never asked you. Where were you when you found out that you were going to be on the song?
When I need to sit this by me, I want Beyonce to always be by me.
She's amazing.
Yes, I know she is. I really wish I could meet her one day.
But the word is that you did because y'all shot visuals that never came out. That's what
Who
the streets
told you
said.
that? I don't know who told you anything
You
like that.
do know that I'm Hollywood Unlocked, and I keep my ear to the street, and I heard you met her.
That's not, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not true. I've never shot a visual.
Okay, I have another gift for you. The verdict is you lying like a mother.
Oh my God, that's not true.
This is, well, okay, so you're gonna claim that you never met Beyonce, right?
I haven't shot any visuals.
Okay, well, I'll give you that one. I'll let that go because we haven't seen them.
And if there is indeed some Beyoncé visuals out there somewhere, I just know that Jason Lee is not going to let T.S. Madison forget what she said in this interview. But could the visuals be done already? I'll let you know why I think this might be the case in a second. But one thing I've noticed with Beyoncé is her love for visual albums. She's not the type of artist to drop 1 or 2 music videos before the album release. She loves to give us the full project first, then pair it with a visual album, essentially giving her fans a movie experience, or at least that's what it feels like. Like, for example, the way Beyoncé transitions into Partition on her self-titled album, and if you haven't listened to it, it's on Apple Music. Also, everything related to this album will be in our storefront link in the description, but let's not forget the underrated masterpiece, The Gift, where she made an extended cut of Bigger in Spirit transitioning into each other, and you can see those visuals connect on her YouTube channel. But this same pattern applies to her Renaissance and Cowboy Carter, with each song transitioning into the next, better yet, each album transitioning into the next one, but it feels like she's taking this concept to a whole other level by creating 3 distinct acts, each transitioning into the next. There, I said it. That's my theory. Judging by what T.S. Madison mentioned in her interviews and everything Beyoncé herself has hinted at, I feel confident in this theory. Now let's talk about evidence. First, she jokes about the visuals. Second, her songs and albums transition smoothly. And lastly, the quality gives movie all the way, but this is another reason I think she's saving the visuals for last. I even theorized that the visuals could be done already because Beyoncé has always expressed and shown that she works ahead of time. And by the time we get the finished product, she's already been sitting on it for years. But now let's get back into my theory about how I think the visuals will be released and how I believe T.S. Madison's previous comment before this one ties into this. She hinted at how what Beyoncé is doing with the visuals could truly be iconic, and if we are thinking alike, then she could be right. And here's the thing, when you try to listen to a random song from Renaissance, it just pulls you back to the beginning. Then you have to start from the top and work your way down the track list. That's exactly how it was for me when Cowboy Carter dropped. And I couldn't just jump into it. I had to go all the way back to Renaissance first, just to feel that smooth transition into Cowboy Carter. Now here's my thought in full detail. Beyoncé's albums, music-wise, have always had such smooth transitions. And I mean smooth. That's why I think, and I'm putting heavy emphasis on the word think, that Beyoncé might be creating an overarching experience. Each album, each song, and yes, even the visuals might all transition seamlessly into one grand story. Now, will she turn it all into one film? Honestly, I couldn't say, but recently I think they are done because of the I'm That Girl teaser, for one, then for two. She has image books of each era, showing her wearing something related to a specific song on the album, and she only drops them when that album comes out, which comes in each vinyl case. She was even spotted shooting a video on what looked like the streets of New York. If you know for sure where that was, let me know in the comments. As for when she'll release these visuals, I think it'll happen after all 3 acts are released together.
What's up, y'all? I know y'all seen this, and if you haven't, read. I'm not moving. Nope, I'm not moving. I will not move. Listen, these past, when did Renaissance release? 2022, 2023, yeah, for 2024. So, yeah, it's past almost 2 years. It's taught me only one thing, and that is don't believe anything until Beyonce says it herself. Don't anticipate anything. If she gives us a clue, it's probably the exact opposite of what you're thinking. So, Big Frida, you almost made me stand up, but I'm not. I mean, I find it funny how all of this is leaking now. Because when it leaked before, we was like, no, that's not her. But now there's more angles and I don't know. I just feel like it's Beyonce's team leaking it on purpose or something. But yeah, I'm not moving. Justice for the live album though, because these visuals is not coming. They're not.
Beyoncé is currently trending on Twitter after someone allegedly leaked behind-the-scenes music video footage for the Break My Soul song. If you guys don't know, fans have been speculating Beyoncé is holding out on releasing the Renaissance visuals. I saw some speculation that Beyoncé was allegedly unhappy with the visuals, and I saw another speculation that she actually wanted people to listen to her music, consciously did not put out visuals. I'm gonna go ahead and insert a couple of clips of the behind-the-scenes music video footage here. These were some of the looks that were featured in a little bit of the cinematography, the background video footage of her tour. And if I'm not mistaken, this look also appeared in her Renaissance movie as well. Until then, I guess fans are gonna have to settle for the Renaissance movie and settle for these leaked behind the scenes clips. I'm curious to know what y'all think about this entire situation. Are you guys ready for Beyonce to go ahead and just drop the music video for the Renaissance era? Let me know in the comments. Peace.
Now, I've seen fans saying we might never get the visuals, tours, or films she hasn't put out yet, but in my delusional mind, I think it's all a tactic to throw us off and let me explain. Now, going back to her GQ magazine interview, she was asked, was your decision to move away from music videos a deliberate one? You pioneered and perfected the visual album to such an extent that it was striking to see Cowboy Carter and Renaissance released without any visuals. And she responded with, I thought it was important that during a time where all we see is visuals, the world could focus on the voice. The music is so rich in history and instrumentation, it takes months to digest, research, and understand. But did you catch what she said? During a time. She didn't say forever. If you noticed, she's been rolling out projects tied to the senses: taste, whiskey, touch, hair care, smell, fragrance, and sight, visuals. It's genius. And what her statement meant to me was that she wants fans to hear what she has to say before seeing it in the visuals, because like she said, it could be a distraction, and I get it. It's like when you listen to a song for the words, but at the same time, you get lost in what you see and you tend to forget what you hear. I feel like that's the point she's trying to prove, on top of saving the best for last. After everyone gets a feel for the words, you'll then get the enjoyment of both in the end. So with that being said, I feel like Beyonce is saying, not right now, just listen to the music. And that could also tie into her doing visuals for all the projects she's put out. And Beyonce loves to do things differently while starting trends, all while making a statement. So I feel like if Beyonce does what I think she's gonna do, it will unlock a whole new level of creativity that other artists will probably follow. But from a fan's point of view, going back to what Beyoncé said about the world being filled with visuals, I feel like that's what makes people want them even more. Because, like they say, people are visual learners, or it's better to see than hear. On top of that, the quality of how Beyoncé does her visuals is on a different level of artistry that we rarely see nowadays in music. But the way her music combines with her visuals tells a story, like how she did with her song Other Side on The Gift. But I can admit that made me emotional because of the context of the story she was trying to tell, but a fan also had something to say as another reason why they think Beyoncé hasn't dropped the album. But here's the thing, fans also have their own theories about why we're still waiting. Listen to this.
No tea, no shade, but the reason why Queen Bee probably taking her sweet old time to deliver visuals is because when she delivered the visuals, the videos for everything in the past, it's never appreciated. It's never appreciated. Number one, example one, B-Day. My good sis, dang near, put a video out for every single song, and it was looping on, I think back, it was called like, it was like a music video channel that used to come on cable. I can't think of it, but everything, like Freakum Dress, Kitty Cat, all the songs on the album had a video. and it went completely under the radar. The second time I've seen this happen was with Black is King. She gave us visuals, body, elegance, black excellence, and it wasn't good enough. Y'all didn't even like the album. So I don't blame Queen for taking her time and giving y'all the visuals when she ready.
Now, going back in time to her Beyoncé self-titled album, it gave me hope to hear her say this 11 years ago and how it has aged very well in today's time.
I see music. It's more than just what I hear. When I'm connected to something, I immediately see a visual or a series of images that are tied. And I think it's one of the reasons why I wanted to do a visual album. I wanted people to hear the songs with the story that's in my head, because it's what makes it mine. People experience music differently. I miss that immersive experience. Now, people only listen to a few seconds of a song on their iPods. They don't really invest in a whole album. It's all about the single and the hype. It's so much that gets between the music and the artist and the fans. I felt like I don't want anybody to give the message when my record is coming out. I just want this to come out when it's ready, and from me to my fans. I told my team I want to shoot a video for every song and put them all out at the same time. Everyone thought I was crazy, but we're actually doing it. It's happening.
She said she told her team, I want to shoot a video for every song and put them all out at the same time. While she might not do the exact same thing this time, Beyoncé always does something different with each album rollout, which keeps her unique and ahead of the game. Remember when Beyoncé dropped it as a surprise album? That was a risk few artists would take, but it worked, proving she's always known her power in the industry. Now, after watching that documentary, I noticed a comment that stood out with a supporter telling the story of where they were the moment the album dropped, saying, I remember when this album came out, I was at the Waffle House near my school, eating with friends. I randomly went on iTunes because I was bored, and all I saw was this black and pink banner that read Beyoncé. Then more banners popped up and I thought, oh, Beyoncé released a new single. Then I saw more and was like, no, wait, it's an album? I panicked for a moment. I saw the Drake and Frank Ocean features, the videos, and rushed to my dorm to watch it. Everybody was going crazy. I'll never forget that. I hope to do the same with my art one day. That album changed music forever. But fast forward to now, I think Beyoncé's current strategy proves she's operating on a genius level. Like every act, product, and tour feels interconnected, and I believe the visuals will be the grand finale, tying this entire project together. Her albums connect, her songs connect, and now her visuals will too. But if you enjoyed this theory video, let me know in the comments, and I have to be honest, these videos took forever to make, but I really enjoyed making them and connecting them in a way only the Beehive can understand. Also, if you'd like me to break down Renaissance or any other Beyoncé project, let me know in the comments.
It's the 10-year anniversary of Beyoncé's first visual album, and while the world is still waiting on the Renaissance visuals, I thought it would be important to revisit the response to her last visual album, Black is King. Black is King is a visually stunning film celebrating African culture, heritage, and identity. It featured African artists like Tiwa Savage and Burna Boy alongside American artists like Pharrell and Kendrick. So Black is King and the album The Gift was truly a gift meant for primarily Black people. It was supposed to be a moment to unify Africans around the world, but it seemed like the whole diaspora had a problem with Black is King. Many Black Americans called it demonic because of her depictions of African spirituality in the film. Black people outside of America called Beyoncé a poser, saying she was culturally appropriating because she wasn't African, or African enough, I guess. Beyoncé has been in the game for a while, so I'm sure she is accustomed to criticism. I just think she didn't expect it from her target audience. She literally gave us a gift and we were like, nah. This could be why we're sitting here like 2 years later, still waiting on the Renaissance visuals. She gave us a gift and we were ungrateful. So now we have to wait.
You are the visual, baby.
I'm sorry. I don't remember signing anything saying that I was the visual. Do y'all remember signing anything? I don't remember signing anything that said that I was a visual. Apparently music is not enough because, again, you keep selling us stuff that is not what we asked for. People are visuals. Okay. And watch those people walk right up out of your arena and not become your visual until you release the visuals.
Join the Hive Club, our exclusive community for fans to share theories and connect. Also, check out our Amazon storefront for Beyoncé-inspired finds, and don't forget to visit our Linktree for all our socials. Everything you need is in the description below.